Okay, guys. So let's move to the final part of carbohydrates, which is the test to identify carbohydrates. Test to identify carbohydrates. Okay, so here under this topic, we need to know about three main tests. There are three main tests that you need to know under your syllabus, under grade 10 syllabus, that we can use to identify carbohydrates. So here are the three tests I write. Okay, first one is starch test. starch කියන්නේ පිෂ්ඨය සඳහා පරීක්ෂාව, starch test. Then second one is glucose test. කියන්නේ glucose වලට පරීක්ෂාව. Then third one is sucrose test. ඒ කියන්නේ sucrose වලට පරීක්ෂාව. Okay, so we need to talk about these three tests individually. Okay, so let's write down the first one. The starch test. starch test ඒ කියන්නේ පිෂ්ඨය සඳහා පරීක්ෂාව. Okay, so we need to have a very clear understanding about how each test is conducted. Okay, so you need to know the items required, the method, and the observations, and the final conclusion also. So we can follow the structure below. Okay, I'll give you a structure to describe any test, so you can understand it very easily. Okay, so here's my structure. First one, you need to write the items required for the test. Items or raw materials, you can say raw materials. Again, අපේ මේ පරීක්ෂණය කරන්න අපිට අවශ්‍ය වෙන ද්‍රව්‍ය, අමුද්‍රව්‍ය. So for the starch test, what do we need? You already know it, no? So tell me, what are the items required? First, I need a test tube. Then mortar and pestle. ඒ කියන්නේ mortar and pestle කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? මෙන්න මේකට mortar and pestle කියන්නේ. නිකන් අර මොනවා හරි දෙයක් තලන්න, grind කරන්න ගන්න දෙයකට අපි කියනවා mortar and pestle කියලා. So this is mortar and this is pestle. මේකෙන් තමයි තලන්නේ. This is a porcelain one. Okay, the mortar is usually a porcelain one, and both the items are porcelain. Okay, usually උකටත් දෙකට porcelain වලින් තමයි හදලා තියෙන්නේ. mortar and pestle. නිකන් පොඩි size වංගෙඩියක් කියලා හිතන්නකෝ සිංහලෙන් නම්. Okay, then third one is we need a small amount of food. ආහාර චුට්ටක් ඕන මොනවා හරි. let's say rice, බත් චුට්ටක්. ඔයාලා කන්න ගෙනාපු කෑමකින් චුට්ටක් ගත්ත කියලා අඩුවෙන් අවුලක් එන්නේ නැහැ නේ. Okay, then we need water also, and finally we need iodine solution. Okay, iodine solution. So these are the items required. Okay, then method. This is how we can conduct our experiment. Okay, method. So here's how we can do this. First at all, you need to take the mortar and pestle like this, and you need to put some rice into it. Put some rice into it, and you need to grind it well. You need to grind it well with this pestle, okay, using the pestle. And after you once you grind it, and you need to add water also, okay. You need to add water also, a small amount of water, okay, not very large amount, very small amount, to make it easy for to grind, okay. Grind කරන එක පහසු කරන්න water චුට්ටක් දාන්න. Then you need to extract this solution into a test tube. You need to extract this solution. Which solution? Starch solution. So this is the test for starch, no? So we have added some starch. Rice is starch, no? You already know that from the previous part that we have discussed in our revision, no? So here we have added rice. So rice is starch. Then we have added some water and grinded it well. Then we have created a starch solution. පිෂ්ඨය ද්‍රාවණයක් අපි හදාගත්තා. In Sinhala you can say පිෂ්ඨය ද්‍රාවණයක්. Then you need to put this starch solution into a test tube. Into the test tube that we have got, okay. Then we have our test tube. Messy pictures. Then we have a test tube like this, okay. Don't think more about my drawing skills, okay. Then we have our starch solution here. This is the starch solution. Then what do we need to do? This is our test tube. Parikshana layer test tube. Then we need to add a small drop of iodine solution. We need to add a drop of iodine solution. Drop of iodine solution. Iodine කියන රසායනික ද්‍රාවණයෙන් සංයෝගයෙන් එක බිඳුවක් දානවා. එක drop එකක්. Okay? එක drop එකක් දානවා. Okay? Usually iodine is brown in color, like yellowish brown, okay. Yellowish brown, නිකන් කහ දුඹුරු පාටක් වගේ තමයි iodine වලට තියෙන සාමාන්‍යයෙන්. Then you need to add it. Then what can you observe? Next one is observation. What can you observe? Now we have our starch solution, which we have already added a drop of iodine, okay. Then what can you observe? You can observe that this solution is turned into purplish blue color. What's the color? Purplish blue color. ඒ කියන්නේ දම් නිල් පැහැයකට මේකේ color change එකක් සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා. Okay, කලින් starch solution එක නිකන් අව පැහැ සහ දුඹුරු පාට ගතියින් වගේනේ තිබ්බේ. ඒක අපි iodine drop එකක් add කරගමම්ම purplish blue වලටපත් වෙනවා. It turns into purplish blue color. So what's the observation? We can observe that the solution turns into purplish blue color. So that's the observation. Okay, you can write down the solution turned into purplish blue color, or we can observe a color change to purplish blue. That's the observation. So what's the conclusion? what's the conclusion? Conclusion කියන්නේ නිගමනය in Sinhala. In Sinhala නිගමනය. නිගමනය. What's the conclusion? So what's the conclusion that we can arrive by looking at our observation? The conclusion is starch is present. Starch is present in the above solution. Starch is present in the above solution. So this is the conclusion. Okay. So this is how you can structure an experiment. This is the structure of an experiment that you have to follow. Okay. Usually you get experiment in this manner in your essay or structured essay. You can see it. You can refer to past papers and you can see it. Okay. First one is items required, then method, then observation, then conclusion. Okay. So once you learn experiment in this format, I think it will be very easier for you to answer the questions related with all the experiment in your syllabus. Okay. So this is all about the START test. This is the START test. Okay, then next test, what is it? Glucose test. So here also we will follow the above structure. So what's the first one? We need to write items required. So here are the items that we require to test for glucose. We need a boiling tube. Okay. Then a glucose solution. If we are testing for glucose, it's very clear that we need a glucose solution, no? Then Benedict solution. Then a water bath. Then a Bunsen burner also. So what is this Benedict solution? What is it? You have already heard about it. Okay, you have learned about it, no? What's this Benedict solution? It's the reagent that we use to test for reducing sugars. We use this reagent to test for reducing sugars. So you don't need to know about these reducing sugars at your level, in ordinary level, in O level. But if you need any extra knowledge, so that's why I have mentioned this one. Okay. Just for now, it's enough for you to know about only the Benedict solution. Okay, the name of the solution. So what's the method? First, I'll take the boiling tube. I'll take my boiling tube. This is the boiling tube. කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? අපි සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ කොහොමද? ඒකට කියනවා ජලන නලයක්. ජලන නලයක් කියලා කියනවා. එතකොට ටෙස්ට් ටියුබ් එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Test tube, what is a test tube? And what's the difference between this test tube and boiling tube? Can you tell me? what's the difference between this test tube and boiling tube. Okay, here's a challenge for you, so you can put the answer in the comment section. Okay, you can put the answer in the comment section. Okay, as I have mentioned in my previous video, this is a revision. Okay, this is not actually a revision, this is a discussion. Okay, discussion for you guys to remember what you have done in your grade 10. Okay, so if anyone is referring to this video, so you can put the difference between the test tube and a boiler tube. Okay, then I'll see. Okay, here's my boiling tube, and I'll add the glucose solution to it. I will add the glucose solution to it. Glucose solution. Glucose solution add kara. Then what I'll do, I will add few drops of what? Benedict solution. I'll add few drops of Benedict solution to my glucose solution like this. Okay, then we need to do one more thing. What is it? We have this water bath in our required items. We have required a water bath. Water bath කියන මොකද්ද? water bath කියලා කියනවා අපි ජල ද්‍රෝණියක්. ජල ද්‍රෝණිකාවක් කියලා කියන්නේ නිකන් සාමාන්‍ය බේසින් එකක්. You can think like that. සාමාන්‍ය මේ වගේ බේසින් එකක්. වතුර පොරවපු පොඩි භාජනයක් ලොකු. මේ වගේ. Why we need this water bath? We need to put our boiling tube inside this water bath, and then we need to heat it, or we need to provide flame for it by using the Bunsen burner. Bunsen දාහකය අපි භාවිතා කරලා මේ water bath එක දැන් රත් කරන්න ඕන. Okay, like this. අපේ ignition tube එක or boiling tube එක we need to put it inside our water bath, and then we need to heat it. We need to provide heat. So this is the method how we can conduct our experiment. Okay, then next one is the observation. What can we observe? As like in the previous video, we can observe a color change. Color change එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Color change. So what's the color change? Here's the color change. Blue, then green, then green yellow, then orange, then brick red, precipitate. ඒ කියන්නේ ගඩොල් රතු අවක්ෂේපයක්. brick red කියන්නේ ගඩොල් රතු පාට අවක්ෂේපයක්. ගඩොල් රතු කියන්නේ දැන් ඔයාලා ගඩොල් දැකලා තියෙනව නේද? ගඩොල් දැන් ඉන්න අලුත් ජෙනරේෂන් එක නම් දැකලා තියෙනවද කියලා සැකයි. Okay, I think you have already seen that block girl කියන ඒවා දැකලා තියෙනවනේ කොහොමත් අර අලු පාට වගේ ඒවා. This is not block girl. තාමත් තියෙනවා ගඩොල්. රතු පාට ගඩොල් එක තියෙනවා. රතු පාට ඒවා. bricks, red bricks. I think you have seen those. Okay, so we call those as that color we call it as gadol ratu. That's why we call this as gadol ratu or brick red precipitate. Okay, so here's how you can see the test tube in the final state. මෙන්න මේ විදිහට තමයි අපිට not the test tube, the boiling tube. මෙන්න මේ විදිහට තමයි අපිට අන්තිමට දැක බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ boiling tube එකේ යට අඩිය. the bottom. මෙන්න මේ වගේ පොඩි precipitate එකක් ඉතුරු වෙලා තියෙනවා. අවක්ෂේප වෙලා තියෙනවා. It's precipitated. So this is our observation. And if we have got this observation, then we can arrive at our conclusion, the final conclusion. What is it? That this solution is a glucose solution. This is a glucose solution, or we can say that glucose is present in the above solution. Glucose is present in the above solution. මේ above solution එකේ glucose තියෙනවා. That's all. Okay, very easy now. And there's one more thing. This is also a challenge for you guys. Okay, so why do we need to use a water base in here? Why do we need to use a water base in here? Can you tell me? Water base in no water bath. This is our water bath, no? Why do we need to use a water bath here? Without using the water bath, we can do this, no? What's the importance of this water bath? So you guys can put your answer in comments, okay? Then I will see if it is correct or not, and I will provide the correct answer later. Okay, try to do it. Then the final test for carbohydrates. What is it? Test for sucrose or sucrose test. Sucrose සඳහා පරීක්ෂාව. Sucrose සඳහා පරීක්ෂාව. Okay. Then here also we will follow the procedure method. Not the method. What is it? Items required. Items required. So here's a small tip for you guys to remember the items that we need for the sucrose test. Sucrose test එකට ඕන items මතක තියාගන්න පුළුවන් ලේසි ක්‍රමයක් කියන්නම්. That is, you need all the items that you have needed in the glucose test, plus you need one item. What is it? Dilute sulfuric acid. ඒකිවේ ඔයාලට මේ glucose test එකට ඕන කරපු items ඔක්කොම ඕන sucrose test එකටත්. ඒ වගේම තව එක item එකක් වැඩියෙන් ඕන. ඒ මොකද්ද? dilute sulfuric acid. තනුක sulfuric අම්ලය. Okay, so let's write. You need all the items you have used in the glucose test. So let's write. You need a boiling tube, then a water basin, then a Bunsen burner, then we need a sucrose solution here. Okay, sucrose solution. Instead of a glucose solution, we need the sucrose solution here. Okay, then we need the thing that I have mentioned. What is it? Dilute sulfuric acid. Dilute sulfuric acid. We can write it like DIL H2SO4. Dil H2SO4. Dil is used to shorten this one. Dilute. Dilute කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Dilute කියන්නේ තනුක. තනුක කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? What's mean by dilute or තනුක? ඒ කියන්නේ it is less in concentration. Its concentration is low. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒකේ සාන්ද්‍රණය අඩුයි. එහෙම නැත්නම් සැරගතිය අඩුයි. Okay? සැරගතිය අඩුයි. එහෙම නැත්නම් සාන්ද්‍රණය අඩුයි. Then next one is method. So here's how we can do it. As like in the previous one, we need the boiling tube and we have our sucrose solution here. And we need to add what few drops of Benedict solution, and we need to use the water bath and provide heat using a Bunsen burner. Okay, this is how we can do. So what you can observe? Will you be able to observe something or not at all? No, we can't observe anything by doing like so. මේ විදිහට කරලා මොකුත් observe කරගන්න බෑ. Okay, so what do we need to get an observation? One thing, we haven't used this one, no? And you remember we have added dilute sulfuric acid also to our required item list for the sucrose test, but we haven't added it, no? Then what we need to do is we need to get another boiling tube and add few drops of Benedict solution. We need to get another boiling tube with the sucrose solution, and then we need to add few drops of Dil H2SO4 into it, and then add few drops of Benedict solution and then heat. So what you can observe? Then you can observe the above color change as like in the glucose solution, as like in the glucose test. Glucose test එකේ විදිහටම color change එක identify කරගන්න පුළුවන් මේ විදිහට කරොත්. මොකද විදිය? මෙතන හැබැයි පිළිවෙලක් තියෙනවා. First you need to take the boiling tube with the sucrose solution එකත් එක්ක boiling tube එක ගන්නවා. Okay, then you need to add Dil H2SO4 into it. This is the first one, taking the sucrose solution with the taking a boiling tube with the sucrose solution. Then you need to add Dil H2SO4 into it. ඒ කියන්නේ තනකො සල්ෆියුරික් අම්ලය add කරන්න ඕන. Then you need to heat it. ඊට පස්සේ අපි මේක රත් කරන්න ඕන within a water bath එකක් ඇතුලේ දාලා රත් කරන්න ඕන. Then finally you can add few drops of Benedict solution. Okay, so this is the procedure. 1 2 3 4. Okay, here's the procedure. Then you can get the same color change as like in the glucose test. What's the color change? It is blue, green, then green yellow, then orange, and finally brick red precipitate. Brick red precipitate. Gadol ratu avakshepaya. Okay, so these are the three tests that you need to know to identify carbohydrates. You may get whatever test from these three tests for carbohydrates. Okay, especially have more focus on this sucrose test. Okay, this sucrose test is somewhat special because you need to add dill H2SO4 into it. Okay, so you need to know the point behind it. Okay, and you need to know the exact procedure. It means the steps, the correct steps. Okay, first one is you need to have a boiling tube with sucrose solution, then you add dill H2SO4 into it and you heat, and finally you add few drops of Benedict solution. Okay, that's the procedure. You can ඉස්සෙල්ලම සුක්‍රෝස් සොලියුෂන් එක ගන්නවා, ඒකට තනුක සල්ෆියුරික් අම්ලය ඇඩ් කරනවා, ඊට පස්සේ හීට් කරනවා, ඊට පස්සේ තමයි බෙනඩික් සොලියුෂන් එකෙන් බිඳු කිහිපයක් දාන්නේ. හරිද? එහෙම නැතුව සුක්‍රෝස් සොලියුෂන් එක අරගෙන බෙනඩික් සොලියුෂන් එක දාලා ඊට පස්සේ H2SO4 දාලා එහෙම රත් කරනවා නෙවෙයි. Okay, එහෙම රත් කරත් සමහර විටක ඒවි, but that is not the correct procedure. Okay, ඒක හරි විදිය නෙවෙයි. So in your textbook, in your syllabus, this is the correct procedure mentioned. So you need to know that procedure. So you may get an MCQ like you may have given 4 statements, okay, about this sucrose test, and it's regarding the method how you can do it. Then you need to, they may ask you to rearrange those steps in the correct order. Rearrange those steps in the correct order. මේ පරීක්ෂණය කරන විදිය ගැන points ටිකක් ඔයාලට දීලා තියෙයි, point 4ක්. ඒ 4 මේ හරි පිළිවෙලට rearrange කරන්න කියලා දෙයි MCQ එකක්. So for that you need to know these correct steps. You need to know the correct procedure. Okay, that's the importance of this type of experiments. Okay, I hope you guys understood the test for carbohydrates, and see you in next video. Have a nice day.